Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of the Existence Podcast. We're joined by another special guest today. Welcome Kyle, welcome back to the podcast.
Oh, thank you.
Along with myself, McPeachpies, Braden, Dash, and Sandman. And we have a little announcement before we kind of get rolling into the podcast. We have a new member joining us on Existence Season 3, Mr. Matrix Golden, who unfortunately can't make it to the podcast because it's about some stupid time in the morning for him in Australia. But yes, he will be joining us on the server, so definitely go check out his channel. Link will be in the description below. But over the past few days, really, there's been a lot of news kind of surrounding Minecraft and all that, as you'll probably be aware by the title and just general news, and most of that revolves around Minecon and the announcements come from that. So we're going to be talking basically all about that because there was a whole lot of news to come out of that. I don't even know where to begin. I think probably one of the biggest aspects of that would have to be, the Nether update?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm so excited for that.
I think that's probably because everyone was kind of like expecting, I guess, more from the 1.15 side of things. But am I right in saying that it's meant to be for 1.16?
I believe so.
Yeah,
I think so.
I think that's the 1.16 update.
So
yeah,
is it purely just the Nether?
I think it's going to be the Nether
mountains too,
and the new biome, which would be the mountains. Yep.
Yeah.
And they're adding smaller things like the target block.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Which I don't really quite understand that, to be honest.
Well,
yeah,
the way it works is the closer you shoot to the center with an arrow, the higher the radius it goes.
Right, I know how it works. I just don't understand why they're adding it. I think was it Jeb? He said for mini games, but I don't know if it's going to be for survival or not.
It will probably.
Okay,
like
that's
cool
going to be a
for
block
stuff
I'm
like
never going to
wouldn't
use.
be.
Like on Existence
Or I'm
Season
gonna
1, we had
retexture.
Extinction Park where we had like a bunch of mini games, and it would have been cool for stuff like that.
Sure.
Okay, yeah.
I
So
just
it
realized
probably
I'm on the
wouldn't
French
work with.
Minecraft site.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't work for a single player series if, like, for instance, you're doing like medieval or Wild West or something
No,
like that.
you can use it in medieval, like a training.
Well, I guess you
camp
could
for,
use.
like,
I guess you could use it
archers
for like barracks or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
It
It's a
just seems like
decoration block.
kind of one of those things that are just kind of in the game, and I'm sure like people will use it, like Kyle said, with like mini game kind of in a little survival kind of aspects like that. But other than that, I mean, I'm trying to think of. I'm sure
I don't think it's
somebody
gonna
will
be
come
used
up with
very
any
much.
other. Yeah, but I just feel like I know somebody will. Somebody will figure something out.
Yeah, you can always. You can use it for cool redstone contraptions, like you said, like doing new base entrances and stuff like that. You have to like hit the target block in like a certain place in order to get the door completely open or something.
I guess
like
the thing,
that.
like, I can't think of any other kind of reason that it would be used other than like just shooting an arrow at it. Like, you know, some redstone things people think of clever little ways to use them in different scenarios, where this is literally like that's it. That's all you can do with it.
You could probably have
wonder-
a what is it, a dispenser or something, whatever can shoot out arrows. You can do something like that.
But those are random. It doesn't shoot it right in the middle all the
Mm.
time. So
Yeah.
Like, I can see it being fun, like for sure. Like,
Right.
I'm sure as soon as they come out, like we'll definitely have like a archery kind of range. But other than that, it's like it's just, I guess that they just added it for fun.
Yep.
I wonder
good to
what
see.
you'll
Used.
be able to shoot at it, because like obviously arrows, but like I wonder if you'll be able to shoot like snowballs or eggs at it to
Or
activate
rockets
it
or
too.
something. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, from what it just says, the closer your arrow to the bullseye on the target block, the stronger the emitted signal. So yeah, unless it's like a ruse, and really it's like going to be something else entirely, or they're going to add something else. I don't know, but
I'm kind of thinking they may update combat in 1.16 because Jeb has been working on that, and
true.
it makes sense with those with the fletching table, I think it's called, because that
Well,
doesn't have a use right now.
And they
Yeah.
mentioned they wanted like feature parity more so than now, and one thing that's not the same between the two editions is combat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what those
Yeah.
like mini snapshot things are kind of been based around, I guess.
Mhm.
Or those
I
combat,
think
what are they
they're
called? Combat
bringing-
tests.
Yeah, combat test snapshots or something. But I think they're bringing the Bedrock combat system into Java.
They're
believe.
redoing
No, they're just
them.
redoing it.
Oh, they're redoing
changing
the whole
both of
entire thing.
them.
So they're
Oh, both
changing
of
it on
them?
both
Okay.
Bedrock and so they're making it kind of
Okay.
work for the both. So they're changing both of
Gotcha.
them, but making it the same.
Yeah, that test
Yeah,
snapshot
'cause-
that I played around with, that it seemed to me like that was a lot like what Bedrock has now.
Okay.
So that's why I was under the assumption that they were bringing the system from Bedrock over to Java. But
There's some things that's different though. Like in Bedrock, to use your shield, you have to crouch. Like that's the only way to activate your shield.
Yeah,
is
they're bringing
crouching.
that over to
That's
Yeah.
that's so
Java.
stupid. I don't like that.
They're making it. They're
I
not
mean,
making
it's
it that
not
the only
like-
way.
yeah.
Does anyone know
that's
how
what I
the
was gonna
offhand
say.
works? Like, are they gonna make it the same as Bedrock, where like you can only put certain things?
No,
in the offhand?
they're
They should
leaving the
really leave it.
offhand the same.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
that's good because the offhand in Bedrock is honestly like one of the worst things.
Yeah,
Like that
I
honestly alone
mean-
makes me not want to play on Bedrock.
but like I don't
Agreed.
know how else they would do it because they need to make it work for like all controllers and touch and mouse and keyboard, and it's just hard to like make it work on all
Yeah.
those.
right, and that's
I
what
don't
they
really
mentioned.
care. I don't really care about like Bedrock or Pocket Edition because like Java Master Race, like PC
Yeah, but I
Master
guess the
Race.
whole point is that they're trying to get, because obviously there is that divide. There's that
Yeah,
separation. I think they're trying to bring more balance to that because Bedrock still
Mhm.
is just so weird.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I
They
think
So
did
different.
say that they're not going to make it like completely the same because like there's just like differences in the coding
Yeah.
language or whatever.
Yeah,
so,
there's
like,
still some
but
They are
limitations.
They're
trying to,
gonna-
like, yeah,
try to make it as close as possible.
Right.
and they're like lining up the version numbers. Like their 1.16 will
Yeah.
be the same as our 1.16, and
I think they even like skipped a update number just to like get closer
yeah,
to
just to
us.
try and line it up.
oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't know. We talked about. I remember one of the like first podcasts we did. It might have even been like the second episode. Was based around the whole Better Together update when that came out, which was a long time ago. Can't believe how long ago that was. But like back
Yeah.
then, there definitely was. It was very substantially different. Whereas now, so many people just play the Bedrock version as Minecraft. Like that Java edition is becoming, I guess, less and less the main
Well,
aspect.
and the thing is, like a lot of people, that's their only option. If they play on Xbox or Switch or phone, or have a
Yeah.
bad computer, that's their only
Well,
option.
Well, I feel like
Yeah.
for PC players that Java Edition is still definitely the forefront.
If you can run it,
And
it's
it should
better.
Yeah,
Hmm.
and they would only choose Bedrock Edition if maybe they had friends who had it on Xbox or on their phone or whatnot.
Yeah. And that makes
Because
sense.
I mean, yeah, I've got both versions because I have friends that play it on Xbox, and sometimes we just like all get together and like have a LAN party. They bring their Xbox over and stuff, but we do it on Bedrock Edition.
yeah,
I have
that
both
makes sense.
because I got Windows 10 for free when I got my account.
Yeah, same.
we all
Yeah.
did pretty much.
I've got it for free, but I can't use it
I don't get why they don't bring it over to Mac.
because
It's
it.
kind of
Like,
It's owned by Microsoft.
Yeah.
Well, it's-
Duh.
like so many
Just-
people are on Mac, and
Yeah, I
Yeah, they
assume
sell
Mac
so many
can run,
copies of it.
and it's just CSS, C++.
yeah,
I mean,
Well,
you
it's
compile
just
that,
that-
and it should be able to run.
It's just the meta now for like games and keeping them exclusive. Like, did y'all hear about the new Call of Duty Modern Warfare debacle?
No.
So
No.
PC and Xbox players don't get access to a third of the game, the special ops game modes, for a whole year, but PS4
What?
does.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Oh, because I remember this. Because back Call of Duty always had like a preferred platform that got the DLCs
Yeah.
first.
yeah.
And
And,
since-
right now it's PS4.
It's
so-
it's PS4, but it's
Yeah, but
it's
it's
been
a
that
whole
way
year.
for like the 15 years that Call of Duty's been a thing.
Mm.
It's not new.
Yeah.
but it's always been a month, and now it's a full year.
It's a full year now. That's ridiculous.
Gosh, that's ridiculous. That really is. Oh dear. Well, I guess while we're talking about kind of exclusiveness and Bedrock and stuff, can somebody explain, first of all, Realms Plus and then the character creator and capes? I'm not quite fully
So-
understanding that.
Realms Plus, it's you know how like Java Realms they have like mini games and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they're just like trying to do that but on Bedrock.
Yeah, because it says with Realms Plus, you can still get access to a 10-player realm for you and your friends, but you'll also receive more than 50 pieces of content from the Minecraft marketplace at no extra cost.
So it's probably like custom maps on the marketplace that you otherwise would have to pay for, but you can play
Yeah.
on your realm.
Yeah.
So does Realms Plus cost more than normal Realms?
No, it's the same price.
That's confusing.
I thought it was you were grandfathered in, but I thought Realms Plus was like an additional thing.
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
But
I
if you had
remember
Realms right now, you were
when-
grandfathered in.
Yeah,
Oh, I
it may
see.
be that way.
So
I
really
just
all they're
remember
doing is just putting up the
that,
cost of
like-
Realms.
Yeah. And
You
the,
probably don't
on-
need to pay for the Realms Plus stuff. Like, you could probably just get the normal Realms.
What is very cheap.
Yeah, but if you don't have to pay extra for it, then what's the point? Why not just add? I don't know. Realms. I never quite liked Realms. I can see the convenience of it, but
It makes sense on
It's just built into
Bedrock.
Minecraft.
Well,
Yeah.
lots of people who play Minecraft, remember, are a lot younger and a lot less technically savvy. So, like,
yeah, that's true.
if they just like get their parents to, can you pay for this thing in Minecraft? It is a lot easier than convincing their parents to pay for something on like a third-party website.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
And then
And
onto the
like
character
a lot of
creator.
the
Go ahead, Brayden.
a lot of the like people who buy realms like don't have a PC, so they can't really use like the third-party server host.
Yeah, that's a good point. Can't kind of access all the panels and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
very-
So they have to
Yeah.
use realms.
Yeah,
But
The character,
the character creator, I think
just on Bedrock, right? So it's
Yeah.
essentially, I think it's another way for them to get microtransactions.
yeah, which I hate.
Yeah, well, I
Well-
mean, it's their equivalent of, we have websites to make our skins, but they don't. So it's like, right
Yeah,
now
it
they just
makes
have character
sense.
packs. So this is, it's a little bit better than just buying a character pack, So they
Yeah,
actually
oh,
do
yeah,
a
for
little bit
sure.
more
So you can-
customized- yeah.
So you
Yes.
can, because I remember we talked about this in a past podcast because I wasn't quite sure, but you can upload your own skins to Bedrock.
on
Is that
PC,
correct?
yes.
Yeah,
On
Yeah.
PC you can. Nowhere else but PC you can.
Yeah,
So you
On
have
your
to
phone.
do
You can on your phone.
and phones.
hmm
Oh, okay, so like you can upload it, but like say if you then went on Xbox or something, would you have that skin, or did you have to use it?
Playing with
I'm
if you
not
were playing with
sure.
someone on Xbox, you would, but you can't have that skin if you're on the Xbox. You understand what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's
Like, so for
weird.
example, you have to have a PC to get the skin onto the account. Like, you can't just straight do it through
Okay,
Xbox.
yeah. So then,
But even when you play on the Xbox, you won't have the skin if you're on the Xbox. It'll just
Really?
put you back to.
I think
I
it's
have it on my
like-
Switch and on my PC, and I can't use the custom skins on my Switch, but I can. On
I
my
think
PC.
it's to like avoid like copyright issues. Like if someone like uploads like Mario as their skin, that would probably like
yeah,
give
but I hate
Minecraft
that, and I think that's so
trouble.
sad.
Yeah.
Like the game's always been
Yeah.
about that creative like exploration and creativity and all that kind of stuff, and now it's like you're restricted by corporate and commercial aspects of the world. Like that wasn't a problem
Until
before all this.
Microsoft bought it.
Yeah.
But
Ah, gosh.
I think
But
the character creator kind of fixes that.
Yeah, it
I
definitely
think
does.
it helps it. Yeah.
And Patrick, with your argument, you have to think of what Minecraft started out as and what it became. Like it started out as just like
Yeah.
a side project that a guy was doing, and now it's became like a massive thing where copyright's more of a thing they're concerned about, especially if they want to keep their game on platforms and keep them cooperating so they can still have crossplay.
Yeah, I mean, as
Yeah.
long as they don't mess with Java Edition, I'm fine.
Another thing that went away when Microsoft bought it was a real Minecon event, which is now coming back. Who's going? Raise your
Yes.
hands.
I might.
Yeah. So let
I'm
I'm
me.
only a
100%
few hours
going.
away from where I
Well,
live.
I do appreciate
I'm
how
buying
we
tickets.
we'll have to come back to the Nether update because we kind of somehow got distracted by that. I'm trying to find here Minecraft Festival.
Yes.
I don't know
Orlando.
why don't they just call it Minecon? Like they got
don't
Minecon
know.
Because
Live.
they're still gonna have a Minecon live event. So this is
Yeah.
a separate thing.
Yeah,
I
but
guess
didn't
so.
they live stream the old Minecon?
Yeah, they did.
Yes. Yeah. Well, not the first year, but every other year since that.
See, it
it
says
has
here,
been live
plus
streamed,
we'll-
all the panels.
So anyway, let's read through this. His So next year on September 25th to 27th, you can join us in Orlando, Florida for the first ever Minecraft Festival. I hate that. Why is it first ever Minecraft Festival? It's not.
Yeah.
It's just a Minecon.
I literally attended.
It's the
if y'all
first
seen
under
any
its
existence
name.
videos,
Yeah, you got your cape.
if you've seen, I've got the cape. I went to the one in Orlando, Florida, in 2013, and it was awesome. So I definitely am going to this one.
Yeah, because
I'm
and then it says
too
plus.
poor to go.
Oh,
I really want to go, so I could just like meet a bunch of people.
We could vlog the existence, like an existence event. Like it wouldn't have a meetup probably because but we
Yeah.
could all hang out.
How much are tickets for that?
I don't know if
They're
they've
probably
announced yet.
Oh, so
Actually,
I don't know about
no.
now, but it was the actual ticket for the event was not a lot. It was like 180.
Oh,
For
It's
and
It's
that
more
was
that's
so
too
getting
cheap.
yourself
It's too
there and
expensive.
accommodations.
yeah, it's more expensive for the hotel room, for the plane tickets, stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
that's the costly part.
Yeah,
The actual
yeah.
ticket is not
For me, I'm going to need the funds to buy the ticket, get there, and then I'm going to need to get the time off of work and all this stuff. And
Yeah.
it's just something that I don't think will be plausible. But we'll see in a year. It's a little under a year away.
I mean, it is only 3 days.
Yeah. Let's
So
see. And
so
I
if
think
you,
that
like,
would be a
take-
weekend
Yeah.
too, because usually
probably
they have
during
usually
summer.
Yeah, they
Because
usually do
it's
like
September.
Friday.
It's
Oh, is that
September. It's like a
the
a-
27th
literally like
through
a
the
year from now.
29th.
It's a year from right now.
Why not do the 25th through the 27th? Why the 27th through the 29th?
No, it is the 25th to 27th.
Oh, it is? I thought it was
Yeah.
the 27th to the 29th. Oh, okay. That makes a lot more sense because that's 25th through the 27th. It's a Friday through a Sunday. So yeah, I'll probably
Okay.
be, I don't know. We'll have to see.
Yeah, absolutely.
In a
I
year from
always
now.
imagined, like, I doubt I'd be able to make that because that means I'd have to fly overseas, which would be a lot of money and all that kind of stuff.
Passport.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, like, I always imagined recording an Existence podcast at, like, a
In real
Minecon.
life.
Yeah.
In person,
that'd
that'd
be
be,
really
pretty sweet.
That'd be
That'd be awesome.
Just get like a janky setup, all of us sitting around one microphone in the hotel room, like.
No,
And I met up with so
Get out.
many online friends over the summer, and like it's
we
such
can.
an amazing experience.
Cooking with Kyle.
Yeah, it was pretty great. So,
Yeah, it says here, it says we'll be doing a Minecraft
Pretty
live
cool.
broadcast next year directly from the festival. So why is it called Minecraft Festival?
Very
It's
good
literally-
question.
It's literally
Honestly,
Minecon.
I know, it's Minecon, and it's like con
Yeah.
works better because like Comic Con, like it's a con.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
It's a convention. Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, I
dear.
don't know why they're calling it Minecraft Festival. That's just what they came up with.
Wait, it's Minecraft Festival, not even Minecon Festival?
No.
It's just
Oh.
just Minecraft Festival.
Oh dear. But anyway,
Maybe
moving on from
Minecon
that.
died with Notch.
Possibly. Well, the next thing on down they got here. This is something that I live streamed the other day, and we kind of went through this list, and I didn't know this was the thing, but they've announced a Minecraft board game,
Oh yeah.
and it
They
looks
just-
really, really weird and strange, and I don't understand it.
I feel like it's
At
targeted
Minecon,
towards
they
young
just-
kids.
So it's called, what's it called?
It's-
Builders and Biomes.
Yeah.
Oh dear. This is
At Minecon, they just said the name of it though, and then like moved on right away.
I still
Oh,
haven't
really?
really even like
Yeah.
played. I don't even have one of the Lego sets. I'd like to put one together eventually, maybe on the channel, but
I used to have
I haven't.
one, but I think I lost it.
It says here Minecraft Builders and Biomes lets you explore the overworld, mine rare resources, build fabulous structures, and collect weapons to defeat the mobs lurking around every corner. Build cleverly
Why not
and
just play
fight
Minecraft?
bravely. Exactly. Fight bravely to score the most experience points and win the game. Why?
You know
Why?
where you can do that too? In the actual game.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like someone could make like a adventure map of the exact same thing.
Yeah, why do you need a board game?
It just,
Yeah.
I don't. It
And
just
it's going
doesn't
for about $39 US, 35 euros.
Oh,
yeah.
gosh.
Honestly, why spend any more time on the game? It's a board game.
More
Whatever.
than the actual game.
I think at this point they're looking for more profits. And they
Oh,
can
yeah, for
reach
sure.
they can make it more family oriented with the board game. So I think they're going that route.
Yeah, it just-
and
it
there's going to be a
doesn't
lot of
seem
people
like-
that are going to buy this too.
It just seems
Hey,
like a
done.
weird kind of concept for a board game. Anyway, like surely you
Yeah.
could come up with something more interesting than whatever this is. I don't know. Maybe there's just not enough information, but from the trailer I watched, it just doesn't, like, that doesn't say anything. It doesn't say what you actually do.
I didn't even watch the trailer.
I didn't even know there was a trailer until the other day.
I didn't even know there was a board game till now.
There you go.
I didn't watch most of Minecon, so I only watched the last bit of it. I only watched the last bit when they announced 1.16.
Oh, yeah.
That was it.
I'm so
They
excited.
opened it with Minecraft Dungeons. What do y'all think about that?
That looks
That's
pretty
definitely
awesome.
Yep, that's
Yeah,
definitely
I'm-
going to be something that's going to be on the channel for sure.
Yeah, I think
I'm
we should
excited.
get as many like people as we can, like that we can fit into a session and like play through it. Like, 'cause
And
like-
it's gonna be
kinda like-
randomly
yeah.
generated levels, so it's gonna be different every time you play.
Yeah,
Well,
procedurally generated dungeons.
Yeah, but there is a clear line of progression that you can do as well.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So, yeah, so we could do like a story mode, pretty much. You know, like kind of like the Telltale Minecraft games. Like those are story mode that you can play through. And I
Yeah.
thought it'd be cool if we got a bunch of us together and actually did that.
Yeah, because
Did this.
hopefully it'll work on Mac.
It reminds me a lot of a game called Hammerwatch. I played that a couple of years ago, and it's like 4-player game, and it's a really amazing game. So I hope it's similar because I had so much fun playing that.
It does look pretty cool because you can like get it's pretty seems from what I mean I've never really played any, but like it seems like the kind of dungeon crawler standard kind of game, but definitely I think it works like as a Minecraft kind of way. I think definitely having kind of that whole aspect of the game I think works quite well. Because obviously this isn't new news. This is just kind of an update, I guess, on the progression of where they're at with development and such.
Do you think it's a response to Hytale?
I
No.
don't.
No,
I doubt it.
no.
It's completely different from Hytale.
Plus,
Yeah,
I
it
think
sounds like
Hytale's much of a
Minecraft-
thait.
I kind of
Yeah,
see
I
as
haven't
really heard
Minecraft.
much of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of see Minecraft Dungeons as like Minecraft meets what is that game?
Cube
Binding of Isaac.
Hmm.
So
Game I haven't played.
it's another dungeon crawler essentially.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah, no, it definitely looks real interesting.
Yeah.
I think it works in this sense. Definitely, like as its
Yeah.
own game, I think kind of could be really cool. I just hope it's good because if it's not good, then it's like, great, another one.
It looks really good though.
Yeah, it does.
The gameplay does.
Did they release or did they give any hint as when the game, like the beta, is going to be out?
I don't think so.
Okay, I didn't know if I missed that part or not.
Oh.
Whoops.
Welcome back.
Thanks.
Let's have a look. I'm just wondering if they did anything in the opening cinematic. What does it say here? Nope, just says sign up for a chance to play first. Doesn't say anything about dates or anything. Yeah.
Because I would like to get my hands on it and do a series on that.
Yeah.
The playtest.
I don't know if I will do a series on it. Like, I don't know.
I think it
play
would more be
but-
something like you could maybe record with people and just
And then
record
upload
like
highlights. Like,
Yeah.
that's what
Maybe
I would
I'll
do. I'd
like
upload
live
highlights.
stream it.
I think it'd be a good streaming kind of game,
Yeah.
especially if you're streaming with other people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it hasn't got anything here about dates or anything like that. And I don't think I've seen anything on the Twitter either, so... But, oh, hang on. Coming to PC, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Xbox Game Pass in spring 2020.
Okay, so it's going to be out in
Like 6 months.
okay,
Probably not on Mac, though.
probably not.
Hooray.
Wait, where do you see that?
On the Dungeons site, minecraft.net/dungeons.
Uh,
Yeah.
Minecraft.
So that kind of sucks. Probably that I won't be able to play it. We'll find out anyway. Otherwise, I'll have to buy a
A real
PC.
computer.
Yeah.
Come to the Windows universe.
Yeah, real
We
one.
have
I feel like I
cookies.
saw somewhere it was gonna be on Steam. So
Ooh,
I
I
don't
wouldn't
know.
think so.
Didn't
No,
they say
definitely not.
Minecraft was making like adding more games to their launcher, and it was going to be
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
like
No, you're right.
they said that a while ago. Yeah, so
That
I
was
think it's going to
kinda-
be in the Minecraft launcher.
That was kind of the whole point of the whole big update they did recently was to have access to like
More
'cause I
games
don't-
in the same
yeah,
launcher.
More
can you
games to
access-
other projects.
yeah.
Because
I
it
wonder.
feels a lot like the BattleNet launcher, where the games are laid out on the side like that. Like I
Yeah.
imagine it'd be very So I
That
think
could be
they're gonna do that.
interesting. So maybe it will, but I doubt it. It's just because they always PC. They refer to PC as Windows, so there's no mention of Mac.
Maybe they're gonna put Bedrock Edition on the launcher, so
Well,
people on other OS softwares or OS softwares doesn't make sense.
Operating system
Operating
softwares.
systems will will be able to get Bedrock.
Yeah, that would be cool. Not that
I
I'd probably
doubt
play
it.
it much, but it'd be cool if I could just touch
Yeah.
it, you know? If I could have access to just
get
try
yourself
it.
a
I mean,
good Windows
have the
gaming
code, so-
PC.
I'll just get it on my
Me.
phone, my iPad.
That's so much worse, Patrick. Get a proper computer.
I know. I've
Please.
played it like some people at school or in class. They play on their phone sometimes, and one time I got them out of a ravine because they got stuck and they didn't know what they were doing. And oh my gosh, the
Those
controls
pesky
are so
ravines,
janky.
man.
Oh dear. Anyway,
Mobile games in general are just bad,
yeah.
in my opinion.
Should we jump back onto the Nether update for a second? Because we
Yeah,
there's a
let's-
lot
Yeah.
to that we really skipped over.
Rein it back in. Rein it back in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it says we're updating the
so
Minecraft
excited.
again. The Nether up. Wait, what? We're Nether updating Minecraft again. Wait, let me rephrase that. We're updating the Minecraft again, and this time we're focusing on the Nether. Haha. Good one.
I don't get it.
It's a dad joke.
I still don't get it.
Anyway, first thing, so they got Soul Sand Valleys, which I'm gonna try putting these screenshots in here. I'm gonna have.
I got it.
You got what?
Screenshots for us to look at if they haven't already seen it, and then we can probably put them in the videos.
I've got them too.
Why
Why
Dan.
are they
Yeah.
so low quality? Like,
Probably I don't know. They're probably done it on purpose. So it says here. So the first one's Soul Sand Valley, which what could be more welcoming than a biome full of blue fog and blue flames, courtesy of the new blue flame block. So is it just a big
Yeah.
kind of valley of soul sand? Is that literally like the Nether
Yeah,
but soul sand?
I think so.
There's
Yeah.
a new type of soul sand block though. I
There's
saw
also
zoomed in
probably a
pictures
soul
of it.
stone.
It looks like they're
It's a new
retexturing
block,
the soul
yeah.
sand block. Yeah.
no, they're not.
But
There's going to be a
two
new
blocks. Yeah,
It's a
because
new
you can
one.
see the texture that we have now in that screenshot.
and
The
then you
screenshot's a little too small.
Well, if you look at the video, then you'll like see it closer.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
like kind of pillars or something of a different kind of block.
Yes, stalagmites or whatever they're called.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
then
there's
I
like
assume-
3 blocks.
is that bone blocks? Is that meant to be like
Yeah,
yeah,
I
there's
think those are bone
fossils.
blocks. Yeah, some
fossils? Yeah.
back there.
Yeah,
And I
So-
believe you can get the blue flame as well in the overworld. You just have to light a
Yeah.
piece of soul sand on fire.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that could be
I'm
interesting.
kind of thinking that they will add soul sandstone because we have sandstone. And
That would be
why not
cool.
Soul sandstone.
Well, there was another block in with the soul sand that had a similar texture, but it wasn't the same.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Maybe
I'm
there's a
thinking
new
that's
soul sand block
might
or
be
something.
what it is. It looks more like sand though. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't really look like a stone. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see, I guess.
That does look pretty cool. Anyway, the next biome that
Yeah.
they've got is the Netherwart Forest Red.
This one looks so cool with the particles
One I
flying
said
around.
except red. Yeah.
It almost kind of makes me think of like Mushroom Islands with like how mycelium has that kind of particle kind of on it.
Yeah,
I
but
want
those don't come from the block. They like fly around in the sky.
Yeah, it's like an
the,
ambience kind of
the
particle.
the logs from the trees. I hope you can be able to turn them into planks because the next
Yeah.
biome have blue planks. Oh my, and like blue stairs and stuff would be awesome.
Oh, that'd
be
be
great.
cool.
Yeah, because there's Netherwart Red and then
And
Netherwart
red
Blue.
planks. Yeah.
So I assume it's
And-
Netherwart forests. They're some sort of tree.
I watched a video, and in the video they pointed out that the particles in the red forest, they go up, and the particles in the blue forest go down. So
Oh,
that's kind of
Kinda neat.
I wonder
Yeah.
what that means.
yeah.
I find it interesting. So it says like in the Nether, you'll be able to build a base there, respawn there, and even find food. So like,
Yeah, I'm
is
kinda
it how do you
hoping-
is it assuming they can like beds will work in the Nether?
I'm
Or is it only
hoping that
specific
it's not
biomes?
beds and it's like something else. Because
Yeah, I hope so
like
too
the
because
beds
it's kind
exploding.
of fun blowing up beds.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's an iconic kind of feature, I guess.
Maybe
Yeah.
they'll bring back like a crying obsidian or whatever the original thing was
Oh,
to
yeah.
save spawn.
Gosh, that's
What was it?
old.
Yeah.
That's way before my time.
Yeah.
Yeah, back in I don't. It was never actually added. I don't think. It was
Oh,
just one of
okay.
those things that they like had a concept for, and there was a texture and
I
stuff.
think it was maybe added, but not like the actual.
Yeah, it
like,
was in like a
setting
beta
spawn
or
part.
something like that, like a beta.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but they did mention that we'll be able to live in the Nether. So I'm assuming
Yeah.
you won't need to sleep, or because there's not really a day night cycle.
Yeah.
So you probably
no point
won't
of-
need to sleep.
You can't
But
sleep
I'm
in
assuming
Nether.
right. So I'm assuming it's going to be the same.
Mm.
But yeah,
That could
I
be
don't know.
interesting.
Yeah.
But anyway, moving on to living in the Nether, I guess there's the Piglin Beast, which
Yeah.
looks
The
like some
massive
sort of
warhog.
Yeah, it looks. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is it? Did I read somewhere that they were gonna rename it?
Yeah, they're gonna rename it. They're calling it the whatever the
Warthog or something else.
whatever it is.
Warthog is like a really cool name for it. I think that's probably what they're gonna go with.
Or like Netherwart?
Yeah.
The warthog.
Yeah.
I get it.
I mean, I don't mind
Oh,
Piglin
wow.
Beast because
Yeah.
they've called
Makes
the
sense.
other new mob the people things.
They changed that though. It's the Ravager.
Yeah, it's the Ravager now. They used to call it the Illager Beast, but
Yeah. That was another
I-
thing that we got to choose the name of.
Did we?
yeah. So I think
Yeah.
it's gonna be something similar.
I
But
mean,
yeah,
it doesn't look very big. Oh, I mean, it might just be a perspective thing.
I
Yeah, it's
remember
about 2
seeing that
blocks
it's
high.
about
It's about
like 2 blocks high and 3 blocks long.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
so it is pretty big. So it is kind of like the same size as
Yeah.
like the Ravager Beast.
a little bit smaller.
No.
but yeah.
Yeah,
It's about-
definitely smaller.
It's the same size as a cow, but a little bit longer.
Oh, okay. Ah, interesting.
So.
And I assume they probably drop pork or something.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I'm
gonna
thinking
be
it's
your
gonna be a
main.
new food source, but
Yeah,
in the videos
yeah.
that they showed, it's just pork.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's your
okay.
main food source in the Nether. If you decide to live strictly in the Nether, you have to actually hunt these
Yeah.
warthogs.
Do they like
But they're
respawn or
also-
do you have to breed them?
I'm guessing
I
it's
don't
gonna
think-
be like just like passive mobs.
I don't think you
in the
can-
overworld.
Yeah, I don't
No,
know.
they're
It's
you could breed them, though.
they're aggressive mobs. They're hostile mobs towards the player.
Oh,
So
okay.
you won't be able to breed them.
No, you
Um,
will. It says right here on the Minecraft website, it could be bred as a source
as a
of
food
food
source.
in the Nether.
Oh,
Yeah.
it can?
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was
They
assuming
were-
considering
they
it's a
were
hostile
aggressive,
mob,
though.
you won't be able
They
to
were
breed it.
aggressive.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like foxes, where like if you breed them, then maybe they're no longer hostile. Like the offspring.
Yeah, I don't
Maybe.
know.
Possibly.
I thought you couldn't breed hostile mobs, but we never really had a mob that
We've never
was
really had a mob,
actually.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a good
Right.
Yeah,
point.
this is like
Breedable.
different from any other mob we ever had.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's true.
Interesting. And then, of course, they've got the actual piglins,
Beast.
which
Yeah.
it's just like another mob, so it's separate. Because it says here, speaking of names, we've renamed the zombie pigmen to zombified piglings and introduced a new hostile mob, the pigling.
I thought piglings were replacing zombie pigmen, but
No, it doesn't look like it. It says
Yeah.
they live in the Nether and are hostile towards you and most other mobs. You can find
you wear
small fortifications they're built in the Nether called bastions.
So
Yeah.
the
yeah,
zombie.
that's really cool.
pigmen-
So there's gonna be a new Nether structure.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And then
And
Dash,
if
what were you
you
saying about the
wear
gold?
full
Yes,
gold-
it's here.
Yeah, if you wear full gold armor, you're invisible to them until you like open up one of their chests, one of their loot chests, and they aggro on you, even if you're wearing
Yeah.
gold.
But other than that, they're pretty much neutral. So the zombie pigmen are going to be now referred to as zombified piglings,
Yeah.
along with a new mob just called piglings.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, that's going to take. I'll
I'm
probably
guessing
always continue to
they're-
call them zombie pigmen, but
Kind
I'm
of like
guessing they're
Hardican.
gonna change the texture for Pigmen.
to kind of
Maybe.
look
Zombie
the same
pigmen.
as
Yeah,
like
to that
more a
yeah, the
zombified version of the
zombified.
piglings.
Yeah.
But it says here if you wear gold armor, the piglings will ignore you, which will actually give a legitimate purpose to gold armor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Finally.
Butter.
Finally,
I'm a
because
golden
it's just been a waste in the game, but now it's actually legitimate.
yeah.
just like chainmail, Patrick.
Yeah, I run around on
It's just
Project
one of those
Keystone
things
wearing
that
chainmail.
looks cool, but
I mean,
it
if
has
you
no
find
purpose.
it, why not wear it?
I'm
'Cause
just
it's
reading here. So
trash.
there was a tweet following what Jeb tweeted. He thanks for watching Minecon. Hope you enjoyed it. And someone called Not Jackson asked, "Piglings are a separate mob, and not replacing zombie pigmen, correct?" And he responded and said, "Yes, but the zombie pigman is now zombified pigling for reasons I can't get into right now."
I know the reasoning,
Maybe
but I'm not
bored.
going to get into it here.
Is it a political reason?
Yep.
So yeah, someone said basically removing the -men part from the name to be less gender specific.
Yep.
Wow.
Pretty much.
I hate
Moving
it. I
on.
hate politically correct stuff like that. Like, to me, pigman is referring to a pig human. Like, man as
Yeah.
Humanity.
Yeah.
Like
But
mankind.
what is it now? Is it just instead of human?
Hugh person.
in
He person, yeah.
dear.
Yeah.
Even woman
um,
man is a root word. So is that politically incorrect now too?
I
Because
don't know.
man is a root word of woman.
That-
Okay. Anyways,
Anyway, yeah, that's a different conversation for a different time.
yeah.
for Nib.
I did see someone said here, admitted their texture and model were inspired by the pigmen from Captain Sparkles and Tryhard Ninja's Fallen Kingdom series.
Yeah, I saw that picture.
Oh,
Yeah.
dear.
I didn't see that picture, so I don't.
So
Just like their ears and stuff with the actual like 3D.
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
those-
if you think,
Okay. Which would look
I
cool
wonder
if they
if
actually
they're
look
gonna-
like pigs. That would be cool.
yeah,
I wonder if they're gonna redo the pig model to add those ears.
maybe.
That would be really cool.
I wish they
Yeah.
would make all more models 3D, but they un-3Dified the horse model. So
Well,
Now
that was
they're
just for consistency though, because like all the
Yeah.
other ones were like really.
okay, but
cute.
now this breaks the consistency again.
yeah, you
Yeah,
got
I mean,
it
not-
there.
By much, just adds ears.
Yeah, it's very subtle. It's kind of like, I guess, if you look at like villages and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, wasn't the original horse just like a ripoff of the Mo Creatures mod horse?
Well,
mod?
No,
but
it was
it
the
was-
exact
It
model.
was. It
'cause
wasn't a
the-
ripoff.
yeah,
It was.
the exact-
so
The guy
was
from the
made-
mod helped add horses.
Yeah, it was made in collaboration.
they just changed the
So-
texture.
Why don't they do that with the devs of realistic terrain?
Because Minecraft is
Please.
commercialized now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, because that was before. That happened before.
Yeah, that was
I
like,
think that
yeah,
had a
we
lot
can actually
of-
involve the community in this now. And now it's like,
Right.
nope, we are going to do everything and anything we want to do because we are a huge, giant
Big tech.
corporation.
Well,
That-
let's see if
that's-
they give Hermitcraft a panel at Minecon Festival, because that's community.
Yeah, they probably
See if
will.
they do that. I hope they do.
I think that was one of the driving forces for picking the mountain biome was the terrain generation and hoping that we get something more realistic because
They did say
the-
that it was going to make it more mystical.
yeah,
Mm.
because the landscape
So-
in Minecraft right now it's really good looking. I really like it, but it's not realistic in my opinion. And there needs
Yeah.
to be some changes, especially with the floating stuff in mountain biomes, and there's just
Yeah.
some
It'll never be
inaccuracies that need
perfect
to be.
though.
It'll
'Cause,
never
like,
be
it's
perfect. No,
random.
because yeah, it can't be perfect. Perfect is impossible. It's
Well,
it
you
can't
don't want it to be
happen,
perfect
but
anyway. You
Yeah,
want it
Yeah,
to be
I think if
different
they make it
You
too
want some
good,
uniqueness.
then it'll take away from the Minecraft feel.
Right. But I would like to have something that's a little bit more better, I should say. A little bit more smoother. Like in the plains biomes, having it a little bit more smoother.
I would like transitions between biomes to be spread out more. Like you have like your birch trees in a birch forest biome. If it melts into a plains biome, they slowly become less and less.
That would be really cool. But that would be difficult to program though. Well, you could probably just make it its own biome or something.
Yeah, you just overlap them. Yeah. Or you could make it as its own biome and make that biome, if it's like the edge of these.
Yeah, but think of how many biomes they would have to add.
Yeah, that would be a lot of biomes.
It's Microsoft.
I mean, it already does happen. Like, it doesn't. It's not exactly sharp, and they have done where they've got biome blending and stuff. They did that in 1.14.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's more of the color of the grass, though.
What it would be, it wouldn't be too difficult. It would essentially be like a noise map around the edge of biomes where they generate certain aspects like trees and stuff outside of that biome border. That's all it would be.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm no programmer, but it would be that kind of principle of doing like a noise map kind of aspect.
Yeah, it seems simple in theory, but I'm not really sure exactly how well in reality that is to implement.
Especially in Java or,
Yeah.
I can see it happening.
What I would like is to have a an actual like world type that sticks with actual geology, where it works off of a logical heat map. So all of your like northern, you have all of your cold biomes.
That's a mod. That's a mod.
It's in
Septec Ages.
Septec Ages. Yeah, that's what I would really like to see in the game.
And even like when we had like custom terrain generation before 1.13, I came across a number of different ones, like a custom one that somebody made that was essentially a realistic terrain kind of generation preset, and it did have like kind of that smooth flowing kind of mountains and plains and stuff like that. I think you was talking about Sandman, where it kind of had that more realistic generation aspect to it rather than being so jagged. And
you can turn there's just a setting, and I think it was called like the Y like noise or something like that, of like the depth of stuff, and you could just like turn it down and it would make everything smoother and more
exactly
realistic.
Because I think
and it would be like in between normal generation and amplified, and I did a world like that, and it was really fun.
Yeah, the season 2 World of Existence was actually slightly more hilly, because we used that custom terrain generation when we first started the world, so it was slightly more hilly and had some significant kind of bounds to it, which you can kind of see around that spawn area. But unfortunately, when we updated to 1.13, obviously they removed that custom terrain generation aspect, so all the new terrain kind of just became normal.
I thought they were gonna replace that, but like
they said they were
just added like different types of generation, and then you just choose one biome to be like that, and that's it.
Yeah, that's so bad. I hate it.
Does anyone even use that?
No,
probably not.
I mean, Hermitcraft did do a full season of a Mesa Bomb, but that was before this.
Did they?
Yeah, season 4 is all Mesa Bomb.
That wasn't all Mesa, just the spawn was Mesa.
Yeah. It wasn't full Mesa. I even know that.
Yeah,
I haven't watched Hermitcraft in years.
I don't watch Hermitcraft either. I just love it.
No, I kind of quit watching Hermitcraft. I used to watch mostly everybody. Kind of quit.
I watched that season a lot. Then next season I watched B-Dubs.
Yeah, B-Dubs just came back, and I've seen like his 3 episodes, but that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of how season 6 is set up.
Is that this season?
With because
they're more community oriented instead of going off and doing their own bases and still being community oriented. It's still just kind of building up. There's not really any unique builds or bases or anything like that. So
I see. So they're all doing the same thing rather than kind of
pretty much, So it's like it kind of gets boring really quickly.
That can work, but like for a larger service, like obviously I've had discussion with a few people about kind of the best way to do kind of SMPs and stuff like that, and I think kind of how we have it with how we've got on season 3, where we've got the main town area and we all put different designs and effort into that, but then also we can all just go out and work on our own bases and make our own unique builds and stuff.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you just end up, like you said, you all end up just doing the same thing, and there's no, like, uniqueness. And even, like, in town with Season 3, you know, we all have those kind of larger community projects, like, say, like the town hall and stuff that we're starting. But then also, like, you have Yog and me who make, like, the dam, and then Dash makes his house, and all that kind of stuff.
Peach never makes a house. And
I'm getting there. It's on my to-do list.
It's gonna happen eventually.
Yeah. No, first up's the Nether Hub.
His final episode of the
Building my starter house. Don't tempt me, Dash. I'll do it. I'll not build a starter house all season. Be my last episode.
Don't do it. Go straight to a base. Go straight to a base in your last episode. Just go back to that same spot and build a house there. We can reserve it. I can get like black and yellow wool. We'll tape it off.
Yeah, I can make that like one plot of land. Like by the end of the season, it'll just be like a wreck yard, just with all these random blocks and stuff, and then surrounded by all these beautifully finished and polished builds. There's just this random square in the middle. Oh dear. Gosh, no, I'll get there eventually. Oh dear. Right, what else have we got in terms of Minecon? Because we kind of covered everything. I think maybe the only other...
I feel like there's more.
It does feel
I don't
like
think we talked about the honey block.
They did say that with the Nether update that they're not showing all that they plan to implement.
Yeah.
So that could mean overworld
there's
stuff.
gonna be...
That could also mean more biomes.
Yeah, they
Hopefully more
did say
biomes.
there's going to be more biomes.
Yeah.
I'd hope so, because I think I was talking about it in my live stream yesterday, and I said, like, I really hope if they're going to do all these biome updates, they should really do it in the same update.
So, yeah,
I'm hoping
'cause you need to regenerate
1.17.
terrain otherwise.
I'm hoping 1.17 will be all the biomes that like lost the vote. in
Because
just
now we
one
have
update.
now we have 4 biomes. You know.
Yeah.
Here's the problem. Because if they do that, then all of a sudden they've got an update where people are going to start new worlds and regenerate like aspects of worlds and stuff to get the new terrain. And then if they do that again the next update, then people are going to start new worlds again.
It has to be a couple updates apart, kind of like what 1.7 was the big one. Like they redid all the terrain.
Yeah.
Didn't they only add like 2 biomes in that though?
No,
No,
Mega
they, like,
Tigers,
regenerate
Mesa,
Yeah.
Dark
They
Oak
had-
Forest, Acacia. Like it was
Mega
insane.
Tiger.
And they changed how terrain generation worked, and like I
Yeah.
feel like they need to do that as far apart as possible because like messed up terrain generation in your old world is obnoxiously annoying.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so
they're
that's
trying
what I'm
not
saying.
to do
Like,
that. But
they kind of need to do it all in one update, so that way people can start new worlds or whatever that last a long time, rather than going, okay, 1.16's out, let's start a new world, let's have a new fresh terrain generation. Then 1.17 comes out, and they've done it again, and then all of a sudden, oh, now we've got all this pre-generated terrain, and all the new terrain is tens of thousands of blocks away. I guess we'll start a new world again.
Yeah, see,
Yeah,
that's the downside with a lot of YouTubers that have 5 years or a long time into one series, into one world.
Yeah.
They want to keep it going.
Like Etho.
Yeah, see, that's the thing with me is that I'm playing on getting a single player series started, and I don't want to start and work in the Nether, and then all of a sudden 1.16 comes out, and then I have to travel thousands of blocks. It's like you can just prune the chunks in the Nether.
Yeah.
I think that's the only way to work around it.
something I just remembered though, like it wouldn't really ruin the terrain, updating the biomes, because they're not adding new biomes, they're just changing existing biomes. So
Yeah,
like,
but that's what I'm
they
saying.
have
If they
talked
do,
about-
If
It'd
the
be
jungle
like the
biome's
ocean.
already loaded.
yeah,
Like, I guess
obviously
it wouldn't
there
ruin
would
the
be,
terrain.
like-
You just wouldn't have
Yeah.
the new stuff. The
Yeah.
mountains might be different though, because I said
it'd be
they're
like
changing the mountains.
1.12 worlds going to 1.13. Like
yeah,
you
we
could
still
see
ended
the
up with
difference,
chunk.
but
Yeah,
it doesn't ruin the terrain.
not
I've got
completely.
to ask, what biome did you vote for?
I voted for swamp.
I voted
I wanted
for
that
the new
new-
wood. I wanted the
Yeah.
green wood.
Me too.
As much as I wanted new terrain, I voted swamp.
Because you could
I
just build
definitely
new
didn't vote
terrain.
that
You
way.
can't just
Yeah,
make a new.
which that Wells Knight said something like that is like you get more blocks to work with, you get more blocks to build with when it comes to this swamp, and good builders make their own biomes. And I'm like, that's
Yeah.
pretty true. So that kind of swayed my vote onto
I didn't
onto,
vote for
swamp.
anything.
then you can't
Yeah,
complain.
I didn't vote for
Stupid
anything either because I didn't watch
What
it.
would have
Yeah.
you voted for though?
I voted for Swamp.
I kind of forgot. What was it? There was Swamp,
There was
Badlands.
Mesa, Swamp,
Mountains.
and
Badlands
Mountain.
just seemed
the
like
mountains,
a really
yeah.
bad decision in my opinion because they're just so
Yeah.
rare.
Well, here's
And
my
they're also-
argument.
Vultures
not
would be
all
nice to
new.
have in like mesas, but
My argument is, why don't they just add everything?
It's
do
such small
one
changes.
massive-
It'd be so easy.
But
It's such small
Like, why did the vote
changes.
even exist? It's such a dumb vote. Like,
From my
you're
perspective,
voting for a
as
small change.
someone who's been running servers like this and like community managing and stuff, it's a false community interaction. Like, they're using it as a way to go, look, we still care about what you think. And it gives people that kind of aspect, like, oh yeah, we all decided on this, we all voted for this, when really, like, they've got the idea there anyway, and they're gonna add it, like, they probably would have added it anyway. It's just like, okay, well, how can we involve the community? Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but to me, it's just like, if you're gonna do that, make it a bigger change, like, make it something significant.
The
Whereas
community
this,
didn't just.
like,
Well, I think we've
people-
realized the community is bad at making decisions because they voted on Phantoms.
Phantoms
Yeah.
are kind of cool.
They're
I hate
terrible.
'em. I hate 'em.
no.
Okay, if you play on a
They can
server
be
that you
annoying
cannot skip
also.
the night, it makes you want to just uninstall Minecraft. It's so bad.
They should have added that underwater mob. It would have been perfect for 1.13.
Yeah.
They should have added all of the mobs. That
that's
would have
yeah,
been
would
better.
have.
Except for Phantoms.
They are in
Yeah.
in 1.15. They are in 1.15. They are making Insomnia a toggle. Like you can toggle
Yeah.
on and off to
Which means you
keep
completely toggle Phantoms
from
altogether.
spawn.
Yeah.
I just
I'm
wish
definitely
Phantoms
Exactly, and
gonna
they're
have
also
my single
doing,
player world.
Yeah, and they're also allowing players to turn raids off as well.
Yeah. Which is like,
That's
why?
useful for the casual players.
I would do that.
But like most
I would
people
do
But
want
that kind of
on.
defeats the purpose of 1.14, doesn't it?
Yeah.
No, not really.
I just don't
Besides-
understand why don't
besides
they...
the
trading.
That was only half the update.
Yeah, villager
Right.
and pillager.
Well, here's the thing, though, with like turning Phantoms and stuff off. Like, then what's the point of them? Like, I wish they
bad.
had a way so that they still spawned, or at least just redid this morning, so they spawned naturally instead of, you know, the Insomnia count. If they just spawned like a normal mob, maybe in groups, maybe like in the distance, so they're not right on top of you.
Incredibly
I don't have
rarely.
a problem with the sleeping thing. I just don't like Phantoms because
They're
know.
annoying.
I usually just don't have a bow on me, so
Yeah.
it's annoying having them like fly up and then I can't hit them for a while. And like, yeah, like other mobs, I can kill a lot faster than them
Hmm.
because I'm actually able to hit them.
Oh dear. Right.
But whatever.
Well, I think we've pretty much kind of covered everything. The only kind of other thing was, I guess, Minecraft Earth, but there haven't really been any more announcements necessarily. It's just kind of what we already knew. It says here...
Hopefully it's out by the time Minecraft Festival comes, so get
Well, it
all
says
play.
early
That'd be-
access of the
that'd be
game
cool.
is next month, and then starting in October, Minecraft Earth will be coming to countries across the globe. And we
October is
plan
on
to have it,
Tuesday.
yeah, it says, and we plan to have it all over the Earth by the end of the year.
Okay.
So it's coming real soon because I'm definitely
Wait,
interested in
this
that.
year
We're talking-
or next year?
this year?
Oh.
But yeah,
Well,
no, we
it's a lot
talked
sooner than I
all
thought.
about that. Not last podcast, but the podcast before. But other than
Before
I don't think
we-
was there anything new to come out of Minecon?
Before we end, does anyone know about Cube World?
No.
I know Brayden
No.
does because he
I
watched
know
I
kind of
know.
of it.
No,
I know the story of it.
I
Yeah, I've
never
heard
watched a single Cube World video.
Oh, okay. Well, it's back. 6 years in
Yeah.
development. So, okay, so 6 years ago, the alpha came out. The guy just made it. It was like, you know, his passion project, kind of like Minecraft
Yeah.
was for Notch. He
Mm.
made it alone with his wife. And then they stopped updating the game and kind of went silent on Twitter and stuff. There's, a lot of people aren't very happy with them about it still. Blah, 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 blah. Controversy later. It releases tomorrow. As of recording this podcast,
Gosh.
Keyboard releases tomorrow, the full version on Steam, and I've had it. People who had the alpha got keys, and they got it a week early. So I've been playing it some, and I've really been enjoying it. It's like it's the original Hytale essentially. If you don't know what keyboard is, I would say it's comparable to that. There's some other game that people compare it to. I don't know what it is though. I think like Trolls or
Trove.
Trove.
Yeah.
But I thought it would be cool to get a couple existence members on a Cube World server. It's not like building and stuff. It's like RPG adventure. So it's very different.
See, to me, I like the building aspect of the games.
Minecraft.
It's probably
Doesn't
why I
really seem
won't
like
go-
my thing.
Yeah, that's probably why I won't go with Hytale, because I'm not sure if there's like a sandbox mode where you can just go and build and create
There
your own
is.
mobs. And okay, because if that's the case, then I'm definitely gonna get on the Hytale.
Hytale seems like a bit of everything, like
Yeah.
exploring dungeons, building, whatever.
because if you
Last
can
I
go
heard
and
with
build up like
Hytale-
your own world and stuff and add your own creatures and stuff like that, then yeah, I'm
Hytale
definitely
was
for that.
suffering some controversy though.
I was just going to say it. Last I heard, they tried to make it clear to people that they don't have a release date. This is just all development still.
I think they're taking too long. Like the hype is gonna die down, and
I
then
mean, it already has.
It's not gonna.
Like their
Yeah, they're
trailer
not gonna-
was their
I think
trailer
they may
was
have
0%
almost a
in-game
year.
footage. Like their trailer was all animation, 0% in-game footage, and it was just what they are imagining it to be like.
Yeah, which
Yeah,
is...
well,
Yeah, it was just a
they
concept.
announced it
I mean-
really early, like earlier than most
Yeah,
games are
and
now.
They were
I think
working
they
on
have-
the game for 3 years before they released the trailer. So
Yeah, but still,
Hmm.
Hmm.
Anyway,
Yeah.
that's a topic for another day. Yeah, no, I think we pretty much kind of covered everything to do with Minecon and all that good stuff. So I guess we'll probably wrap things up here. Thank you all for coming. I hope you guys have enjoyed this big old discussion about everything to do with from Minecon and all the new features coming to the game and just all the general kind of Minecraft stuff. So I guess this has brought up a lot of topics, not necessarily about Minecon, but just about Minecraft in general and kind of where things are at the moment. But before we wrap up, I just want to go through and thank some of our patrons, including Sandman, Sugarcaney, TC Midnight, Delta Dragon, Pineapple123, ACD1000, iGalaxy, ATM2222, Lord of the Undead, I Need Help, Wafflestick, Torbray, It's Purple J, Hick and Jake, Diamond XLL, and Duo Gets Wrecked. Thank you guys all so much for your
Thank you all.
ongoing
You're
support.
welcome.
Yeah, no, and thank you to Braden Dash, Kyle Kasors, Sandman. Thank you guys for joining me, McPeach Pies. This has been a episode of the Existence Podcast. I don't know which number, I never check, and I always forget. But thank you guys all for coming, and thank you everyone for listening in. See you all later.
Bye bye.
bye.